Now we're looking at maths fact 2, and those are the numbers 11 to 20. Now I just want to highlight a few points. So if you look at the numbers 13 to 19, you'll see that they all end in teen. So let me write that down. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So you'll hear the word teenager, and that's where it stems from. And if you're a teenager, you're any age from 13 all the way to 19 years old. Now sometimes you'll come across this preteen or sometimes you'll hear the word tweens. And these are the ages from 9 up to 12. Any parent will tell you how difficult these times are for their children. And every child will tell you how difficult it is, because as you're going through changes physiologically and emotionally and mentally as you're growing up, it becomes difficult to try to make sense of the world. You're trying to find a place in the world, within your family, within your school life, amongst your friends. I just want to point out something. 19 all the way to 20. So when children start, they say 19. That's fine. But when they get to 20, they end up saying twenteen, because they're trying to match that pattern, especially young children. So be aware of that. It's not 20. You have to say 20. 20, that's the correct one. So remember, 19, 20. Now what I'm going to do is write out every single number, so you know how to write it out with the spellings. 11 is an E. L, it goes up to the baseline and a little flick. Another E, so from the middle, round up to the top, back round. You can close that. And then V, the same height as the E. Another E from the center, round to the middle and to the baseline. And then you have the N. So start there, down, keep your pen on the paper and then go up. And as you get towards the top, curl round, down, and then a little flick. And that's the number 11. The number 12, it's a tall letter, so start at the top, T to the baseline and flick. W. E from the middle, round to the top, back to the baseline. L is a tall letter. V from the middle, and then E again. So that's the number 12. "13" starts with a T. And then H. And that gives the th sound. I, R starts from the middle again, down, up. As you get towards the top, round off a bit. And then T, E, and E again. And then N. and that's the number 13. So it's 1 and 3. Now the number 14. So we start with F. O, U, come down to the bass line and flick. And then R again from the middle, down to the bass line, up. As you get close to the top, round off. 4, and then you need the teen. T, E, E, and then N. Down to the bass line, up. As you get to the top, round it off, down to the bass line and flick. That's your 14. So remember the 2 E's give the E sound. Now, 1 and 4. 14. 15. It's a tall letter, so start with F. I. And then F. And then you have your teen sound. So it's T, E, E, and then finally N. So remember what we said, E and E together give the E sound. So that's teen. 15. 1 and 5. 16. So S is a small letter, so it starts there, goes round, round to the bass and back. I. X is a short letter. It sits on the bass line. And then you have your teen. Again, T, E, E, and finally N. So it starts in the middle to the bass line, up. As you get close towards the top, round it off, back to the bass line and flick. So again, we said E and E together give an E sound instead of an S sound. So E, and that's teen. So try to recognize this pattern, teen. 16, 16. 1 and 6. 17. S is a short letter, so it sits on the bass line. E, V, short letter, to the bass line and back up. Another E, and then we have N. To the bass line, up. As you get towards the top, round off, back to the bass line and flick. So that's your 7. Now we need the teen as before. T, E, E, and N. To the bass line, up, round, back to the bass line and flick. And again, the 2 E's give the E sound, and that's teen. So try to recognize that pattern. And then it's 1 and 7. Now you have 18, so it's E, I, G. Now with G you can write it as an A, so start as you're writing an A. And then you have to go down below the bass line. So that's E, I, G. H is a tall letter. and then you have your T. So you have 8, and then you have teen. Now be careful with this. You don't need to write 2 T's. So you've already got a T, so you write E, E, and then N. Down, up, round, to the bass line, flick. So remember this. The 2 E's give the E sound, and you have teen here. And so you only need 1 T. So remember this. 18 only has 1 T. And then it's 1 and 8. 19, N is a short letter. It sits on the bass line, up, round, back to the bass line, and flick. I, N again, and E. So that's your 9. Now we need T, E, E again, and then finally N. Again, as before, I'll repeat it. The 2 E's give the long E sound, and you have teen. So this pattern, try to recognize. So it's 9, teen, 19, 1 and 9. And finally 20. T, W, E, N, T, Y. And we have the number 20. 2, 0.